So I got involved in skateboarding through my dad. We was driving through the train station and I just saw all these guys just jumping over crates. And my dad was a guy who knew everything. So I asked him how'd you make the board jump? But then my friends from school, it was Wellsmead at the time, like Paul Norris, the twins Lewis and David McLean and Luke Webb. They had older brothers that did it. We all started doing it right outside my house for about, I'd say about 8 years, just in the front of our house, got home videos of us just causing havoc at the front of our street, a really, a free kid's life. We was really just crafting our path, just skating our grind box after school in the front of the house. So my stepfather, he built this box with a metal casing on the edge, and that's all we needed, that we could do tricks on and just grind on it, like how you would grind on the marble. We grew up skating Milton Keynes Station, so we wanted something similar in Bletchley to have that city centre feel, so something that was about the same height. So then that way in Bletchley we would have a training facility, even if it was just one box. So we would learn all these tricks on a box. So then by the weekend we'd be ready to go up to the city centre to do the tricks that we've been practising. When I was about 18, 19, where I was skateboarding for this company called Karma, and then I was dancing at the bus station with a crew that I had called Pink Mafia, and then we was the skaters would be on this side skating the main buzzy part that you see today, and just around the corner there'll be this big reflective window, and I'd have my students and my friends just dancing outside of this reflective window, and it was a little plug socket that we could plug our boombox into, and that's kind of how I made the switch over, kind of just moving over this way, and just found myself wanting to dance with my mates, then skate with my mates, because I'd done that for so many years. I felt like it wasn't to say that I don't want to skate anymore. It was just this is something new and something I could grow in as well. I had a sponsorship before Karma, and my friend Paul Singleton saw this advert in Sidewalk for a company called Clown Skateboards looking for a skater. And then I was making sponsor me tapes all day long. I loved making sponsor me tapes. So I sent it over to the company. They liked it. I ended up getting a sponsor with Clown Skateboards. And then years down the line, I find out that the person who did all our graphics for Clown, the t-shirts, the boards and everything, was actually Banksy. At that time we was nah, we didn't like the graphics, we didn't like none of this. I got this Tesco bag full of cheap paper stickers. I gave them to all my mates who skated. We stuck them all over the bins in our school, all over the benches, and there was an assembly meeting saying who's done this, and we're all hush hush about it. Down the line, I still speak to the guy who run the company, and each of those stickers now costs £200. With the Karma skateboards, I kind of wanted to be on it because of my mates, like Sean Smith and Joe Nobes. They're closer to home, so I'd rather skate with people who I knew. Because in Clown, they had an incredible team. They had Benny Fairfax, Chris Oliver. These were all they're still pros, amazing pros today, but they was too amazing for me. I couldn't reach a level that I wanted to go to. So with Karma, it was the right move to skate with your mates. The sponsorship meant you get free product, but with the free product, you're a walking advertisement. So you always had to wear the clothes and everything that you filmed. And when you're in competitions, you're showing off the brand. So yeah, you're just a skating billboard, really. So in the competitions, it was all just ramps, But in Milton Keynes, there was no ramp, so it was all flat ground skating, ledges, handrails, stairs. But then if you look at the competitions now, most of the ramps are gone, and it's now ledges, rails, stairs. So it's an interesting one, because the architecture of Milton Keynes kind of made modern day skateboarding today, because even in the Olympics kind of competition that they have today is pretty much bits and bobs of what you would see in Milton Keynes. Just like there's a ledge going here, there's a ledge down there, there's a bank here. It's the streets of Milton Keynes. What I've taken from skateboarding in my life is to not be afraid to try things and to not be afraid to be different. And I would say from skating, it has given you a sense of confidence. You can be the best at things. You can do things that other people can't do. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. When you're teaching kids or around people who ain't able to skate, but you can tell that they love skating, you don't necessarily want to just, oh, look what I can do. So it gives you that confidence, but it also gives you that humbleness to empathize with other people and let them be involved in the culture as well, because you can get so stuck in your own world, like climbing this ladder of learning and achieving and learning and achieving, and then you kind of ignore the rest. But then when you have such an eclectic skate crew that I grew up in, where we was all different levels, you just kind of know how to fall back down to earth and just connect with your friends again, no matter what happens.